I created a frog game. You can call it fly trap if you want. And what the goal is, it's to have the frog spit kill all of the flies. So I decided to put a background in. So I did not want this to go full screen. I made the screen the same size as the background, adjusted all the colors, and I'm going to go ahead and play. And so you press the arrow keys to move the frog. And there are levels. And I'll let the frog get killed here because there are additional frogs. And I probably should make the flies go a little faster at the different levels, but I'm going to go ahead and quit. I think you guys have the gist of the game. So as you can see, I did add scoring, or I have the scoring in there. I added sound effects. I added the background. I used ping images, royalty free. I got them all at Pixabay. As far as problems, I wouldn't really say there were problems, but to get the background graphic in there, I went into the settings, and I still do have a background color, and I kept the background color because for the scoreboard, the numbers that display are actually using the background color. So I kind of pulled the light blue from the background and used that for the color that is behind the scoring. And so this is the graphic and the dimensions, the exact dimensions of the graphic I made for the width and the height. And so then I did not want it to be full screen. So I just set it so that it's basically adjusting the screen size to the width and the height that I have over in the settings. Then I pulled in the froggy, who I also had to adjust the size on because the frog comes in quite large and the movement is very sluggish with the larger images. So I use the transform command to make them smaller. Same with the flies. I had to make those smaller as well. So I bring those in, store them in image. Then I use the transform scale command to resize and then store it here with my fly object. As far as adding the flies, I basically use the logic from the ship, from that ship alien game. The same logic that we used for the aliens, I use for the flies because it works. I did have to monkey around quite a bit with the speed, just so that it would be fast enough. And for the collision, uh, for my frog and the flies, I decided to use spit. So I adjusted the width, changed the color so that it would be white, and you can actually shoot off 6 spits at a time. And I adjusted all the speeds. Probably going to work a little bit on the level speeds. I think those need to be adjusted. But actually, it turned out pretty good. As far as the sound goes, I did kind of want like a little slurpy sound when the spit hit the fly. Gross, I know, but that's what I was going for. And so I had to bring in a sound file. So I found a royalty free slurp and used Pygame Mixer Sound, stored it, and then over in the main program, when there is a collision, and I think it's checking way down here for a collision. Where is the collision? Let me look for collide. There. So when there is a collision, and of course this is not the right one, let me look for the next one. So when the spit and the fly collide, that is when I want the slurpy noise. So here's where it's detecting it. Here's where it's checking it. And so before we get into this little fly collision loop for point scoring, that is where I'm playing the slurp sound. So I set up the sound over in settings, and then this is how I play it. So that's pretty much where I'm at with this. I did go through and customize pretty much everything so that it reflects my game. And there really weren't any problems. It's pretty easy. There's so much documentation out there that it was pretty easy to figure out how to import the sound, how to get the background image in, how to pull in different graphics and resize them. Um, so that really wasn't a problem. It was just a matter of researching. And for my next version of the game, what I would like to do with my frog is have him jump and get the flies instead of spit. So that would be my next version.